Hello, everybody. We're going to be working on a kind of wrap-up art project for the end of this very crazy school year. And I thought I could base it on this, which is a spray can. And it's going to spray out all the feelings and emotions and thoughts we had about this very crazy school year. The things we liked about it, the things that were positive for us, some of the crazy experiences we might have had. So let's begin. This is called 2021 Spray Can Memories. Here's mine, and here's my spray can, and it says 2021 Memories, and it's spraying out all the things I thought about. Well, not all, but some of them. I said I loved art, of course. I missed my classes. It was lonely sometimes doing this online. Zoom was definitely fun. This is my grandson said my mom stayed home, so he liked that. Doing homework on computer is fun, and I miss seeing my friends. You may have other things that you want to write about, so let's begin. Here's what you need. You need a plain piece of printer paper will be just fine. As always, if you have a better quality, heavier drawing paper from a sketch pad or something, that's even better. But this'll do. Then you need to have a regular pencil. A ruler is really nice because it helps you make straight lines. If you don't have a ruler, maybe there's something else that has a straight edge that you could use to help you. You need color pencils, which is what I used. If you don't have color pencils or you want to use markers, you can do that too. Just make sure that you stay with the lighter colors. Yellow, orange, pink, light blue, aqua, if you have a pale green. But you do need a black marker too for this. Okay, everybody, now we need something to create the spray can. If you look, the shape is kind of like a rectangle. That's the simplest way to describe it. It's a rectangle with a half of a circle top and a little spray nozzle up here. So let's recreate that. Remember I tell you all the time not to throw away your scraps? I had a whole bunch of these left over from some project, I don't remember what, but I'm not going to throw them out. They were good. This would be a perfect spray can. So I'm going to take one of these, and I have one that's a little bit messed up. It had been wet. So I'm going to use this to test my colors of my marker or color pencil to make sure that's the one I want. So let's move everything aside and get started. Alrighty, now it doesn't matter which side you put your spray can on. Either side is okay. And I would suggest when you're tracing, you can also draw a rectangle if you want. I just always feel better having it already made for me. I want to tip it just a little bit so it's not so straight up and down and plain, just because it makes it so much more interesting. So I'm going to tilt it just a little, and I can bring it right to the end of my paper. Tip just a little bit. And I'm going to trace around it with my pencil. Get the corners in because they're important. They'll tell you exactly where your spray can ends. There we go. Tipped a little bit. Now, I won't need this anymore, but I'm going to keep it. I'm definitely not getting rid of it. All right, now let's make the top of the spray can, which is like a half a circle, a semicircle. So let's do that right at the top. You don't need to trace anything. Do this freehand. If it's a little bit wonky, a little bit off, that's fine. And then we need a little shape for the nozzle. So let's make a little square or rectangle right at the top. And we need to get the little hole where all the words and lines are going to just spray right out of it. So let's make the little nozzle, the little hole right near the edge. All right, here we go. Now, what we're going to do is create the spray lines. So here's where the ruler comes in handy. We want all our lines to be coming right out of the little spray nozzle, like they're shooting out like spray. So we need to put our ruler right on the little nozzle hole we made and have it reach right to the edge of your paper. Hold it down. Remember, hold that ruler straight and just spray that line right out. Now let's leave some space and spray. Remember, this is where you're writing, so you need enough space. Bring it right to the hole in the nozzle and draw your line. And again, now, here's another one. I've got it coming right up to the can. Here. Now, here's where we run into some interesting drawing issues that we have to resolve. If we bring our ruler right here to the nozzle, we don't want it cutting through the can. It's got to go behind the can. So when we start out, we skip over the can and just continue it. Again, right up to the nozzle, the hole. Skip over the can, right there. So we've got spaces here, but we also have this. It's empty right now, so let's go up here. Bring your ruler right up to the hole there in the spray can. Leave enough space to write in. I think this is about big enough. Hold your ruler flat and right to the edge of your paper. Back to the little hole. Leave enough space to write something. And right, we can go all the way. Whoop, I didn't get quite to the hole. There I am. Right to the spray hole again. Here we go. And I think I have enough here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we want to make our label for our spray can so everybody knows what this is about. So we need to make a rectangle here, or you could make an oval label, whichever you want. I think since I made a square label here, I'll make an oval label for my new one. Nice and large. And here we're going to write 2021. That's our year, memories. So let's write 2021. Excuse me, that I should say 0. Memories. Make sure you fit, so keep it light. You can always go over it. MEMORIES. I got it to fit. Now you can make any design you want on your spray can. Over here, I just made some shapes and lines. You can make hearts or designs. You can make however you like. Maybe I will do some hearts for this one. Some hearts here, and maybe I'll have a can of hearts. Some big, some small, different sizes, and of course, I can color them in however I want. On the spray can, you can use whatever colors you like. Here I used red and yellow and pink and blue and green and orange and aqua, and I just made designs. Your spray can be any design you like, any colors. But now I want to get to these areas. These are what you're going to say. So what we'll do is we'll start by coloring in a section. Keep it on the lighter side, everybody, because you want to be able to write over it and we have to see it. So when you use a color, don't press hard on it. Keep it light and fill in. Try and go in the same direction. Fill your area in. There we go. Keep it light. After you do this a while, your color pencil starts to flatten out and it becomes much easier to fill in the area. You see, it really goes quite easily. I'm holding the paper with my fingers so it doesn't slip and slide around. And I have a kind of messy mat under here, so if I go off it, it's no big deal. So I get it a little messy. Hey, art can be messy, you know? That's sometimes your best fun of it. And just as you get to the end, there we go. And I didn't have to press too hard. If you want to use this color again somewhere, you go right ahead. But now I'll go to my next color, whatever that is. You don't have to use the same colors as I do. Remember, you can choose your own colors. That's why I'm saying if you use markers, make sure that you pick the lighter colors, because it's hard to see what you write if the background is a very dark color, like a dark green or a dark red. So the lighter colors would be much better. And it doesn't take too long, and it doesn't have to be perfect, perfect, perfect. You're just kind of filling in a background color. Okay, here we go. And you just go ahead and do this, whatever colors you want. When you're all finished, if you want to color this background in with a little different color, that's fine too. But now we need to think. When we're all done, I'm ready to take my black pencil, or if you've done it with markers, you take your black marker and think about the school year. What did you like about it? What was so interesting? What was different? What was special? And let's write something like that. For instance, art was so much fun. You figured I'd say that, didn't you? Art was so much fun. And what else? What else was interesting or special, or that you found so unusual with this year in school? Things were very different, boys and girls. This is the first time we've ever had a school year like this. So let's see you make yours. Remember, don't copy mine. You go ahead and do yours the way you would like it to be. Bye, everybody.